Chapter 3 is all about solving linear inequalities. You've done inequalities in the past. That's when you have less than sign, less than or equal to, greater than, or greater than or equal to. Now we're going to solve inequalities, which just means basically it's kind of like solving an equation, but instead of an equal sign, you're going to have an inequality symbol. So you still solve it the same way. If you see parentheses, distribute, combine like terms if you can, add or subtract to get the constant and the variables alone, and then the final step is always to multiply or divide. The only thing different about inequalities is what I like to call the golden rule. This is like the number one thing you need to remember with inequalities. Okay, whenever you multiply or divide, so that's always going to be the very last step, because remember, that is the last step to solve an equation. Whenever you multiply or divide by a negative, you flip the inequality symbol or sign. So let's take a look at number 1. I have negative 3w minus 4 is greater than 8. So again, I'm going to solve for w. So I want to solve this like I would as if this was an equal sign, not a greater than sign. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So I'm left with negative 3w is greater than 8 plus 4 is 12. Now here, I'm at my very last step. In order to finish this, I'm going to divide by negative 3. Ding, 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 ding. Because I divided by a negative, this greater than is now going to become a less than sign. I divide the left by negative 3. I divide the right by negative 3. 12 divided by negative 3 is negative 4. So my answer is W is less than negative 4. And then on a number line, you would just plot negative 4, negative 3, negative 5. This does not include negative 4, right? It has to be less than negative 4, but it can't include negative 4. So that's going to be an open circle at negative 4. Let's make that black. And you're going to go where are the values less? We're going to shade this way. That's it. Now let's do number 2. I have 2x minus 3 is less than or equal to negative 9. So again, solve it the way we know how. 2x is less than or equal to negative 9 plus 3 is negative 6. Now I'm at my last step. I'm going to divide by 2. I did not divide by a negative, so the sign will stay the same. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. So that means all my solutions in this set are any x value that is greater than, or I'm sorry, less than or equal to negative 3. So put negative 3 on your number line. It is equal to, so we're going to include it, which means you shade in your dot. And where are the values less than negative 3? We're going to shade this way to the left. And we are done.